a certain real estate purchase contract. Rich Vogel, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. The proposed ordinance would authorize the execution of a real estate purchase agreement between the village as the buyer and First Midwest Bank as successor trustee to First National Bank under trust agreement dated December 21st, 1982, and known as Trust 802 for the purchase of approximately 7/10 of an acre, more or less, of real property with a common address of 9 Rock Run Drive in the village of Williamsville. This, for everybody's benefit, is a property that's the current site of the Crazy Rock Club building and also a one-story, I believe, 4-unit apartment building. The proposed purchase price established in the contract is $1,350,000. There's a provision for $10,000 of earnest money to be placed into escrow upon the execution of the contract. The contract then establishes, more or less, terms that are reasonable and customary in a real estate purchase contract for the conduct of due diligence activities, investigations into the physical condition of the property, and also review and investigation of matters to be disclosed by a title commitment and the preparation of a survey to the property. At the present time, the parties are still undertaking some negotiation to a few terms of the contract. We have not, as of this moment, completely finalized all of that language. So in the event that the board chose to consider and ultimately approve the document, the ordinance approving the document would provide that it's subject to final village manager and village attorney review and approval.
Is there an idea to use the plant, use that facility, or is it to knock the building down and maybe start from scratch? Or is there a
significant amount of potential? And one of the things we'll find out through the due diligence, and then also probably the further investigation, is you need to analyze the building, just like we did in our process with Spartan Square, which was analyzing the cost benefits of the building and maintaining and what the potential uses are. We will fully analyze that as part of this initial process, but then probably an additional process beyond that. And then we'll, kind of determine if one or both structures are reusable, what they might be used for. But even in the land itself, there's a multitude of community usage that we might be able to do with the facility. It really is a golden opportunity to reinvest in that area and spruce that up along with the entire 53 corridor.
Is the storage facility a part of that sale, or is it just the building?
No, that is not part of this. That is a separate.
So the storage is a separate parcel. Is that somewhat of a victory, though, for the village, because that has been for residents here a long time, an issue. And this is a family community. Maybe that type of business doesn't really speak to the way the community has grown over and matured over the last 20 years. Is this a victory for the village?
Certainly, we're at a transition. I think, and I stated that during the board meeting, where really, honestly, I think for both parties and both entities, we've come to probably the end of that usage, as I said, we wish the family the best in their future endeavors and those who were involved in the entity. But we are reformatting the corridor. We are reinvesting in it, and it's an opportunity that again is mutually beneficial to everyone to relook at the corridor. As we rebuild things, we are also remarketing that part of our community, and we're going to emphasize the strengths we've always had. We're going to emphasize the new, but part of this is the opportunity to do that, to really step forward and say, here is what Romeoville is going to be about going into the future, what we've had strengths before, and this opportunity then allows us to move beyond that particular usage, and again, hopefully in what will be a beneficial way for all parties.